everyone doing tonight? I'm doing fabulous. Thank you so much for asking. But on a more serious note, comics are arrogant, selfish, brilliant people, don't you think? You know, coming to Governor's Comedy University has been a somewhat terrifying experience for me. I strongly feel, unless one is a drug addict, sociopath, or psychopath, learning stand-up comedy would be quite challenging for almost anyone. Every single time I do my comedy routine in front of a live audience, I feel so... I was asked, what makes me unique? I was asked, what makes me different or special? Here it goes. I have multiple learning disabilities. Laugh if you want. Otherwise known as an alternative learning style. This makes living a so-called normal life very challenging at times. My mother and I have been told my entire life what I will and what I will not accomplish. Here's part of my story. Promise me, please, don't tell anyone, okay? I take Adderall to focus, Xanax to sleep, and enough caffeine on a daily basis to kill an elephant. Maybe even a family of elephants. Every single time I cannot focus for my adult attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, I'm constantly reminded that God must have quite a sense of humor. I come from a mix of Albanian, Polish, and Russian blood. So what does this have to do with my ADHD? Absolutely nothing. Everyone knows that mixed races produce the best-looking people in the world. I, of course, am the exception to that. Moving right along. I've been noticing some very fascinating things the past few months, both with my friends on Facebook and in person. It seems my so-called friends are only available to me lately when I'm useful to them. And then there's the joke about triathletes. That was somewhere in the brain. You want to hear the joke about triathletes? I gave a lot of thought to this. Okay, 97% of all triathletes, they suffer from erectile dysfunction. The other 3% are just show-offs overcompensating with all the running, swimming, and cycling. I had more for you, I really did. Just give me a second. Yeah, memorizing stand-up comedy. A lot of fun. I was going to bring my notes on, but I figured I'd just wing it. And it's being videotaped, so there's no pressure or anything. There's 200 strangers I don't know in a videotape I want to submit to all the mics in the city. No pressure. Hope you guys are all enjoying your food and beverages. Again, my name is David Elliot Rothblatt. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful evening. Give me a second, I just gotta put my cards on the table. You can laugh, it's all right. I thought I was kidding. Hey everyone, my name's David Elliot Rothblatt. How you all doing tonight? I'm doing fabulous. Thank you so much for asking. But on a more serious note, comics are arrogant, selfish, brilliant people, don't you think? Coming to Governor's Comedy University has been a somewhat terrifying experience for me. Every single time I do my comedy routine in front of a live audience, I feel so... What's the feeling? I truly believe unless one is a drug addict, sociopath, or psychopath, learning stand-up comedy would be quite terrifying for almost anyone. Any drug addicts, sociopaths, or psychopaths in the audience? Oh, just me, cool. You know, I was once asked, what makes me unique? What makes me different or special? I have multiple learning disabilities. You can keep laughing, it's cool. Otherwise known as an alternative learning style. At least that's what they tell me. This makes living a so-called normal life, whatever that means, very challenging at times. My mother and I have been told my entire life what I will and what I will not accomplish. So here's part of my story. It'll be between me and all 133 of you. Please don't tell anyone. I take Adderall to focus. Actually, tonight it's Ritalin. Xanax to sleep. And enough caffeine on a daily basis to kill an elephant. Maybe even a family of elephants. Every single time I cannot focus from my adult attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, I feel so... I just am reminded that God has quite a sense of humor. I come from a mix of Albanian, Polish, and Russian blood. Yeah, baby. So what does this have to do with my ADHD, you ask? Absolutely nothing. Everybody in the audience knows that mixed races produce the best looking people in the world. Am I right? I, of course, am the exception to that. Getting back to my learning disabilities, I mean alternative learning style. I personally have found that telling strangers I suffer from learning disabilities is a highly effective method for the following. Besides flipping index cards. Okay, here it goes. Manipulating people. Getting people to feel sorry for me. And having an unlimited supply of Adderall and Xanax to profitably sell to my friends. Speaking of my friends, the past several months I've been noticing some very fascinating things, both on Facebook and in person, like we're having right now. It seems that my so-called friends are only available to me when I'm useful to them. All right, erase, cancel that. I never said that, even though it's on video and all 133, you just heard me say it. I never said it. some four-letter words which I cannot stand. They are hate, fear, and pussy. I strongly feel that we are taught these things and have no reason to provide them any magical significance. As a comedian, pimp, and rap star, I find it is far more rewarding to love, heal, and wash with soap and water thoroughly. I also have a new theory about people that do triathlons. 97% of them suffer from erectile dysfunction. The other 3% are just, show-offs, overcompensating with all that running, swimming, and cycling. See if there's anything left on the cards. You guys were an amazing audience. Give yourself a pat on the back. Great job. Again, my name is David Elliot Rothblatt. Thank you and good night.